Above the ocean, the first rays of dawn slowly paint the surface in a pale golden light. On the horizon, where the sea seems endless, a dark silhouette emerges, a colossal shape suspended between sky and water. Its scale is hard to grasp until you compare it to something familiar. A steel platform larger than entire city blocks, its decks functioning like a multi-level organism, all moving in precise, rhythmic coordination. This is an aircraft carrier, a floating airbase, the heart of modern naval aviation, and the place where dozens of pilots prepare every day to launch their jets into the sky. From the very first moments, it becomes clear that this is more than a warship. It's an entire world in constant motion. Even when the ocean is calm, the inside of the carrier is already alive with the usual morning rush. Narrow passageways fill with footsteps, the smell of fuel and lubricants, and the distant hum of turbines that never stop. The crew wakes not to alarms, but to the vibration of metal, a familiar signal that the ship itself sets the pace of life. Here, nothing happens by accident. Every action fits into a vast, perfectly calibrated system. Pilots, engineers, and deck crews work in constant coordination. For them, the day begins long before any aircraft rolls onto the deck. In specialized rooms lit by soft, cool light, pilots undergo required medical checks, blood pressure, physical condition, readiness for high-stress flight. Even the slightest issue can ground a pilot. The atmosphere is focused, quiet. No one needs to say a word. Responsibility speaks for itself. Feeding a city inside a steel hull is its own operation. The carrier's mess hall works almost around the clock, shifting its mood with each hour. Early in the morning, it fills with those preparing for training flights. The meals are simple but high energy, designed to keep pilots sharp through long hours in the air. The air smells of fresh bread, coffee, and sizzling pans. Everyday things that still carry the tension of the mission ahead. On the flight deck, life moves to an entirely different rhythm. The vast steel surface heats with the rising sun, reflecting the light and becoming the center of synchronized motion. Technicians in bright vests weave between fighters standing poised for launch. Their job: ensure every system, every component, every bolt is ready. Everything is inspected: cooling systems, landing gear pressure, missile mounts, radar, and electronics. Even the smallest detail matters. Every check is repeated more than once. Below the deck, inside the massive hangar, the aircraft look even more imposing. In the shadows, they seem to grow taller, becoming part of a living machine built of steel and human coordination. The warm air carries the scent of engines, while the lighting creates the illusion of endless space stretching deep inside the ship. Every minute here matters. The flight schedule doesn't forgive delays. Pilots prepare not just technically, but physically. The carrier is equipped with compact training areas where they maintain the strength needed to withstand high-G maneuvers. Space is limited, so treadmills, weight stations, and specialized simulators are tightly arranged. Amid the clang of metal and the steady rhythm of running steps, they build the endurance required for even a short training sortie. Flight preparation begins hours before takeoff. Teams evaluate weather patterns, wind direction, sea state, deck conditions, and the timing of other operations. It sounds procedural, even simple, but each calculation determines whether takeoff and landing, the most dangerous phases of flight, will be safe. When the pilots step onto the deck, the carrier is fully in flight mode. Signals from deck officers, colored markings underfoot, precise hand gestures, all merge into a single choreography. A single mistake can lead to disaster. Jet engines spool up, the air vibrates, and the noise becomes so dense that you feel it through your body. This is where the essence of carrier life becomes clear, a constant struggle with nature, machinery, and time itself. Training flights fill the sky with motion. Pilots climb into the blue, leaving thin white trails that dissolve behind them. Inside the cockpit, every action is measured, holding a course, executing a maneuver, simulating a combat scenario. On the deck below, specialists track every parameter, prepare for recovery operations, and ensure the landing space is perfectly aligned. This opening chapter captures the beginning of a day aboard an aircraft carrier, a world where every person is a part of a vast machine that keeps naval aviation alive in the open ocean. A place where nothing is random, where everything depends on discipline, expertise, and a constant, quiet tension that never leaves the ship. As the carrier pushes forward through the open ocean, life on board gradually settles into its daytime rhythm. Training launches and recoveries follow one another in a steady cycle that demands absolute coordination. Every pilot knows that each flight is just one piece of a much larger schedule, one that counts every minute and depends on the work of hundreds of specialists. On the flight deck, the pressure never stops. The visual landing crew manages aircraft movement, monitors approaches, and guides jets to their starting positions. Up here, every hand signal is a command, and every command can decide the outcome of flight. When pilots return from their training sorties, their work is far from over. After each landing comes a detailed review. In briefing rooms filled with screens and computer systems, they analyze flight paths, maneuver accuracy, reaction times, and dozens of technical parameters. These debriefings are a routine part of their training and one of its most important elements. They help refine the skills that may one day become critical in real missions. The atmosphere in these rooms is focused and serious. Nothing is overlooked, because even the smallest detail can change the course of a future assignment. Outside of flight operations, daily life follows a strict schedule. Pilot quarters are small and offer almost no personal space. Everything is functional: a narrow bunk, a locker with gear and uniforms, a few personal items. For many, these rooms feel less like a place to relax and more like a short stop between responsibilities. With the constant vibration of a ship, sleep becomes a brief moment of peace that must be treasured. Falling asleep to the hum of machinery becomes second nature, just as quickly snapping into action after an alarm or a sudden schedule change. Despite the demanding workload, the crew makes time to stay physically prepared. The ship's gyms operate almost nonstop. Here, pilots run on treadmills, lift weights, and perform special neck-strengthening routines essential for handling high-G maneuvers. In these moments, the carrier feels less like a war machine and more like an isolated world where everyone must maintain both physical and mental resilience. Maintenance crews follow their own rhythm. For them, every aircraft is a complex system that requires constant care. They inspect fuel lines, check the airframe, test weapon mounts, and study engine data. Their work runs in shifts, allowing the aircraft to be serviced around the clock. The hangars echo with the clatter of tools, the hiss of equipment, the metallic clicks of moving parts, and the faint smell of jet fuel. These spaces reveal not just the physical challenges of a job, but also the precision that makes daily flight operations possible. There are also small recreation areas on board, though they are more symbolic than relaxing. Here, crew members briefly unwind, watch the news, talk, or simply try to reconnect with ordinary life. These moments matter, especially when there is no land in sight and silence is never truly present. The isolation of the ocean creates a unique atmosphere, one where responsibility is constant and emotional balance becomes essential. Food is another cornerstone of life at sea. Deep in the ship, the kitchens work from early morning until late at night. Hundreds of meals are prepared every day, each designed to be nutritious and energizing. The menu focuses on protein, carbohydrates, and essential nutrients. The food may not be fancy, but it keeps the crew strong and ready. In the dining hall, the calm environment often contrasts with the tension of the people planning their next tasks. Meanwhile, training continues, not only for pilots, but also for the deck crews. They practice aircraft movement, emergency procedures, fire drills, and responses to equipment failures. The goal is to minimize reaction time and achieve perfect coordination. All of this takes place in conditions defined by noise, heat, and tight space. In a documentary lens, these drills look like an uninterrupted flow of actions, each carried out with the certainty that only one outcome is acceptable, the correct one. When evening comes, the carrier seems to change its face. The sunset covers the deck in warm orange light, but the work continues. Aircraft still occupy their positions, and teams inspect them for night operations. Night flights demand a special kind of focus. The bright clarity of daylight is gone. The deck is dimmed to avoid revealing the ship's position, so every task is performed in near darkness. Pilots rely on night vision equipment, while deck crews depend on light signals and precise, deliberate movements. The night atmosphere creates a deeper sense of separation from the outside world. The ocean becomes darker than the sky. The ship vibrates gently as it cuts through the water, and distant stars shimmer on the black surface below. The crew keeps working as if time itself has no meaning. For them, the day is not divided into day and night. It is split into cycles of readiness, training, and short moments of rest. Closer to midnight, some crew members take over the next shift, while others prepare for the tasks ahead. The carrier never stops. It moves forward like a massive machine built to operate without pause, under any conditions. And within this machine, every person is both a tiny component and an essential part of the whole. This documentary story reveals not only the operational side of service at sea, but also the inner world of those who face jet power, ocean unpredictability, and life in complete isolation every day. Their work is a constant cycle of training, analysis, physical preparation, and interaction with advanced technology, turning the carrier into something far more than steel and engines. It becomes a living organism. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the world of carrier aviation and the lives of those who serve aboard these floating airfields, make sure to leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe. Your support helps bring more stories like this to life, stories from beyond the horizon.